2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for New Orleans, they're ahead of where they were last season.
To improve his game. He's not an efficient scorer, but he's...
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. For the Raptors, happy to be here in Toronto right now in the midst of a nice homestand, getting their first of the season at this Pelicans team. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They'd like to change that now.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
Yeah, and you know, they weren't used to seeing a team and not getting at least one win off of them last year, and that's what they're looking for now.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Holiday and Evans comprise the backcourt. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Anthony Davis.
And I tell you what, anytime you get those easy ones, that basket starts to get bigger.
Brown outside. Got a piece of it. Evans attacking. Holiday. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Holiday. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Brown outside. There's the pick. Off the screen, and he slams it one-handed.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Holiday with the block. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Stokes with the rebound. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, "We've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack." Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
Wonderful, Doris. Thanks for the report.
You know, I think he's right to be concerned about the defense they're going up against today. I mean, it's going to take some creativity for them on offense to be able to score consistently.
I think that's their primary concern. I mean, they'd be fooling themselves if they said scoring against this D is going to be easy.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pelicans leading by 6. It's tipped. Here's Brown. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket, and don't let them set up the defense.
Raptors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Evans. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the shot is good.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Stokes kicks to Brown, and he dunks it down.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. In field goal percentage, first in three-point field goal percentage. They were also #1 in team free throw shooting. That's an area that you love to be #1 in, cashing in from the foul line.
And looking at their field goal percentage, really, it was something to behold. A team that didn't settle, worked for high-quality shots, a significant accomplishment to lead the league in that category.
Here's Gordon, following the basket by Freak. The pass to Norman. He tries for three, and it's Lowry with the rebound. For the Raptors, they come in off the watch to the Milwaukee Bucks.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
Here's Todd, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Lowry passes to Brown. Offensive rebound. Pelicans leading by 3. Lowry brings the double, and the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Cohen. 5 on the clock. Fires high post. Here's Todd. Ferocious swat. Left side Lowry. He kicks to Brown. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Brown.
3 at the line for 2.
And Brown drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
No good.
Okay, man, put your hands together.
And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds. And well, I tell you could be here an awfully long time. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
So the Pelican 5 right now. We've got Alexis Ajinça. Gordon out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Norman in at the 3, the small forward. Pelicans leading by 6. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks played just phenomenally. He dropped a cool 33 points and seemed to have a hand in every defensive stop. Good numbers for him in both the steals and blocks columns. This game of his was just a standout, all-around display of basketball. Coaches love to see that, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time. Now, that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up the jump shot.
Poked away. Here we go, one-on-one. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And it's a 10-point Pelican lead. For the three. And Eric Gordon pulls it down.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And here's Brown outside. No basket for the 7th time in 15 attempts this game.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Raptors trail by 8. Middleton dishes to Brown. 29 seconds left to play here in the half. The stupendous finish in traffic. Brown's got 21 in the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Cohen, he's covered by Brown. And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Nine seconds left in the first half of the game. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Knocks down the 3 ball. Gordon's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Brown. He's got 21 points and 1 steal as well.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Brown, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Jamison in at the small forward position. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half.
Well, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And Middleton kicks to Brown. 6 to shoot. Evans with the steal. Now Evans running the floor all by himself. And that one's good. Evans has got 5.
Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Oh, that's blocked. Outside Holiday. Another one falls for New Orleans. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Brown. Team's changing it up here. New Orleans leading by 6. And it's Gordon penetrating. Can't connect from 13 feet out. The Raptors have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Freak, number 1.
Well, anytime you can be the player that leads the league in scoring or you're the top scorer, that's a huge accomplishment and something to be proud of.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. And he knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Pelican shooting is leaving something to be desired, just 36% here in the third quarter. Here's Cohen, and it's blocked by Brown, and they get it back. DeRozan brings the double team. For New Orleans, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern. Well, let's take a look at where New Orleans ended up rank-wise in the league last year, Kevin. 3rd in fewest turnovers per game, 4th in free throw percentage, and they also showed up in the top 5 in opponents' points per game. It's obvious the hard work this team has put into being good defensively has paid off.
Yeah, and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively.
Pass to Cohen. It's stolen. Stripped it away. Gordon against Lowry. Here's Cohen. Connects in the foul line jumper. 6 points for him. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Pelicans.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
And, guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Move the ball.
Brown outside.
Sticking too much.
The shot no good, and it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Gallinari wide open, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Assist from
35 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. It's Brown with the drive.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Cohen. Lowry with the block. It's Brown on the wing. Releases. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the 4th. Here's Holiday on the court for the Pelicans, getting the 4th quarter going. Holiday and Evans comprise the backcourt. Davis is out there with Alexis Ajinça, and he gets it to go.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Holiday against Brown. Pelicans with the rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then